You ever met someone and thought this person was just born to be a leader? Maybe it was the way they spoke, their confidence, their natural influence. But is leadership really something written in our DNA, or is there more to the story? Today, in the episode 12 of our lead series, we are diving into one of the oldest and most controversial ideas in the leadership studies, the great man theory. The belief that leaders are born, not made. Stay with me because I am going to share you a real historic example that shows both the power and problem of this theory. Let's travel back to the 19th century. A historian named Thomas Carlyle looked at the world and said, the history of the world is the biography of great men. In his eyes, great leaders were not developed, they simply arrived with extraordinary qualities built into them, like charisma, wisdom, intelligence, courage, and natural influence. According to this theory, great leaders don't become great, they already are great. And when society goes through a crisis, these born leaders rise automatically. Sounds inspiring? But is it true? Let's explore a real story. One of the most fascinating examples linked to the great man theory actually comes from a woman, Harriet Tubman. Tubman was born into slavery, no privilege, no education, no leadership title. Yet she would go on to rescue over 70 enslaved people through the Underground Railroad and later become a spy, nurse, and military leader during the Civil War. People who followed her described her as fearless, visionary, divinely inspired, unbreakable, and she had a natural presence, a commanding aura, a confidence that made people trust her with their lives. Charlie would say she was born with it. But here is the twist. Harriet Tubman was not shaped by genetics alone. Her leadership came from her early life struggles, her deep sense of purpose, her lived experience of injustice, her repeated exposure to danger, her spiritual belief that she was meant to liberate others. Her greatness was not simply inherited, it was forged in adversity. And that is where the great man theory starts to fall apart. The theory is built on two key ideas. Number one, leaders are born with special traits that ordinary people don't have. Number two, leaders emerge during crisis where great leaders appear. But leadership research today tells us experiences share leadership, learnings shape leadership, environment shapes leadership, mentorship shapes the leadership, culture shapes leadership. So the theory explains only one part of the picture. The great man theory has several flaws. It assumes only a few people are destined to lead. It ignores training, effort, and personal development. It dismisses the role of teams, mentors, and systems. It can discourage people from attempting leadership. It is based more on the myth than the science. If leadership were purely genetic, most of the world's leaders, great leaders, and greatest leaders today would never have emerged. Modern leadership science says leaders are not fully formed, they are shaped over time. Yes, you may have certain natural strengths But what makes you a leader is your experiences, your failures, your learning, your courage, your willingness to act. So, leadership is built, not gifted, and that is empowering. If you are watching this thinking, maybe I am not a natural leader, let me tell you this clearly. Leadership is a skill, and skills can be learned. Leadership is a muscle, and muscles grow with use. Leadership is a journey, it is a lifelong process, it is a never ending process. So, leadership is something that is not a birthright. So, here are the action steps for you. Number one, stop comparing yourself to natural leaders. Your path is different, and that is your strength. Number two, start seeking experiences that challenge you. Growth comes from discomfort. Number three, build the skill. Don't wait for the gift. Take small leadership actions daily. Speak up. Support someone. Take some kind of initiatives. Number four, surround yourself with people who elevate you. Great leaders don't rise alone. So, yes, the great man theory shaped early leadership thinking. But today, we know a deeper truth. Great leaders are not born, they evolve, they learn, they rise because they choose to. And you can choose the same path as well. If this episode inspired you, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share this series with someone who dreams of leading a team. I will see you next Saturday in the episode 13 of the Lead series, where we dive deeper into the next big leadership concept. Until then, keep growing and keep leading.